Dr. Wily's escaped from prison, robots are rampaging through the city, even the fate of the world hangs in the balance. Let's go shopping. You almost crushed me. You almost fell on me. Wait a second, have you been leaping and bounding through the city, potentially knocking over buildings and people and crushing cars on your way to get to me? You're worse than Dr. Wily.
Welcome to Big Eddie's.
What, you're a car dealer now?
I'm Otto. Whatever I am. Unfortunately, I've lost one of my bolts, and so I have a couple of screws loose. If you find my hyperbolt, I would appreciate it if you would bring it back here. Anyway, I'll try my hardest. I'll make items out of any random junk you bring me. I'll strap a laser beam to a baby doll. Well, select the item you want me to make.
The shop was introduced in the Game Boy series. Let's see what we've got for its first appearance in the main series. A E-can. A W-can. Really? Ah, the exit utility. I'm not being greedy. I'm just trying to... I am not being greedy. I'm just trying to navigate your silly menu interface, crazy buttons. Wait, a beat whistle?
Beat whistle?
Interestingly, the beat whistle is the only item on the list that can't be dug up by rush search. Wait, you're worried, Mega Man. I'm worried, Mega Man. Worried that we still don't know how to use punctuation after all these games. I thought I vanquished improper punctuation in Mega Man 3. Now I need to fight absent punctuation? I'm worried, no comma, Mega Man indeed. Hey, you! Get off of my... never mind. Time for a quick wardrobe change. Switch into something that blends in with the clouds a little better. Nah. Yeah, okay, that'll do. Junk Shield is worthless against projectiles, but it's one of the best barrier weapons in the series. It tears through enemies. Look at how terrible those enemies are. This never fails to amuse me. Boop. Now I get to demonstrate another one of those shooting quirks I alluded to earlier. It's kind of... I let you live. Go tell your friends that Mega Man's here. Look at this. This guy must be made out of the same material as the missiles for Mega Man 5. And look at how sturdy Junk Shield is. One use really goes a long way. Ah, so, shooting quirk. There's a slight delay with most of the special weapons in Mega Man 7. Oh, I lied. We're playing Mega Man X2. We're in Wire Sponge's stage, changing the weather with the weapons. Yeah, Freeze Cracker, for example, hangs on the end of your buster for a moment. There's a slight delay between pressing the button, cool, and actually firing something. This is the point in the series where my tolerance for enemies popping out of holes begins to wane. These guys are interesting, and I like their attack, but I think they'd be better, descending from above. They're too slow to be much of a surprise popping out of the pit, and their electrical weapon is aimed such that it's only going to hit Mega Man if he's already falling down a hole to his death, at which point it's just insult to injury. What's it worth? A couple giggles? Whee! Who needs that? This might not look it, but this is impressive, whatever it is I'm doing through here. I like that you can freeze the clouds. It's absolutely pointless, but it's a nice touch. Interactive environments, and I like that you can barely see the hail of bullets through the snow. It's interesting, though, that the snow has yet to accumulate on any of these platforms. Oh, never mind. Well, it's nice that we can see these platforms so that we can appreciate this brilliantly precise egg drop. Look at that! Somewhere a Death Star just exploded. It's refreshing to have real detail in the background of a sky stage for a change. I'm gonna let that power-up sit there. Just to bug you. Notice how Rush continues to teleport even though I've climbed up to another screen? Neat. Normally, visibility through here is very poor, which I'll demonstrate in the inevitable bonus video. The word ends in O. For you got Sadapt! Sadapt or Die. Super Adapter, which is sort of a combination of the Power Adapter and the Jet Adapter from Mega Man 6. And it's one of my favorite utilities in the entire series. Also, I approve of the placement of the U in this stage. Unlike in Junkman's stage, this is a real secret, and it's an actual challenge if you don't have the snow falling, because then you can't see the platforms until you're right on top of them, or falling past them screaming. Alright, it's morphin' time! Sabretooth Dog! Seriously, where does the rest of Rush go? Where's his head? Where's his tail? Last I checked, body parts don't just disappear when it's inconvenient to have them. Yeah, but the suit looks pretty cool, and it's probably easier to take Mega Man seriously without paws sticking out of his helmet. Not that batting around a robot who's comically trapped in a bubble makes him look any more serious. Now, let's take a quick detour into the ceiling, because it's there, to take the first step toward discovering what is arguably the coolest secret in the game. Did the empty room just whistle at me? Oh, it's you.
It's been a while, little brother. Here's a little information. Your weapons can be used to discover hidden areas. Try using the flame weapon.
There's a flame weapon?
In the woods.
There's a woods?
See you later, little brother.
You got slightly cryptic advice. We'll put it to use eventually. For now, I want to test out Super Adaptor.
Again. Some more.
So, good advice from Proto Man, though Dr. Light should really be telling us that kind of thing. I think it'd be more helpful for Proto Man to have focused more on how to get the rush circuit plates, and if we already have them, how, I don't know, the armor is too bulky to slide in or something. Oh, nice! This section is a bit of a letdown because it's a rehash of Airman stage for Mega Man 2 that doesn't really attempt anything new or different. I do, however, like that Mega Man 7 brings back so many enemies from all 6 of the NES games, changing them just enough. Oh, this is a mess. How better to clean up a mess than with junk? That'll do. Changing them just enough to feel fresh while still being recognizable. The novelty factor of the game as a whole suffers a little bit because of it, but hearty injection of nostalgia at this point in the series is certainly welcome. This will be an experience. Normally, I practice each stage repeatedly with the special weapons that I want to be using, but I decided on a whim to try Super Adaptor on Cloudman, so we'll see how this goes. Also, are we really supposed to believe that after 6 months, Cloudman came out of the same size capsule as Freezeman? This guy is not the same size. Oh, well, we were doing well until the rain started. I wasn't thinking about the fact that you can't slide when using the Super Adaptor, so it's kind of difficult to make headway against the rain, and oh, you can't slide under Cloudman either. Yeah, that was close. My eloquent commentary helps you to appreciate what's going on. Super Adaptor, not a great idea, but it's still satisfying. Take that, you cumulonimnal.
Woo! Dodging the explodey boop 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 boops.
I mean, really, what are those explodey boop 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 boops? I mean, they're cool looking, and what are these? Absorby boodly boodly beeps, beedly beedly boops. Boodly boodly boop. Am I old enough to be using a microphone?
The Thunderbolt fires out electrically charged spheres, right? Cool.
Yes, though it's really not much of a bolt. Actually, it strikes like Thunderball, and it can also be used to power some electronic machines. Additionally, it can brighten up dark rooms, and oh, under no circumstances should you use it to oh, bother.
You get boringly named weapon Thunderbolt.
It's not my favorite weapon. It's basically an on-demand charge shot from the Mega Buster with a couple extra frills, but it's powerful. It's pretty good. Where did Mega Man go? He was just standing here. Why is he teleporting in? What did he do? Step out for a minute to go to the bathroom? Why is he being welcomed home? Was the bathroom in Utah?
Hey, Dr. Light, what do you think of Bass?
Dude, it's bass!
Ah, yes, well, right. Let's see. He shot you? His actions don't seem to indicate a threat. I'd be more worried about the way my mouth yo-yos uncontrollably as I speak. I don't believe he is our enemy, ... Though I like the amount of story in this game, you really need to give me a way to speed through this dialogue or skip cutscenes altogether. The player should be allowed to regulate the pace of the game as much as possible. What is this? How long has this machine looked like Otto's head? It's been staring at me this whole time! Also, Wily is attacking the Robot Museum. You must leave now, Mega Man. I can't keep up this barely passable British accent much longer.
Yeah, you got it.
For as much destruction and smoke as is portrayed on the view screen there, this place looks pretty not on fire. Once again, the scenery designer is having way too much fun with the backgrounds here, which I appreciate. I love the little touches that they have. I'm gonna put Rush on guard here. I mean, you look at Cloudman's stage, that moving background at the end of the stage, really cool stuff. And slip into my new Thunderbolt costume, anything I can shoot? No? No? Okay, oh well. Yes, I know, the museum is under attack, but how often do I get to come here and appreciate the robots on display, or dance slightly out of time with the music because I'm just a hair too slow? Besides, it's all too easy to zip through here without noticing Flame Man, multiple Plant Mans, and an army of either Quint or Quick Man in the background, not to mention the clever music that shifts from Guts Man's theme to Heat Man's theme to Snake Man's theme. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No! Why? Somebody stole us something from a case! We have Snake Man and Blizzard Man safely here. Rush, see if you can dig up some evidence of who or what we're up against. Okay, Pharaoh Man's still here, Heat Man's still here. So... monkeys? I thought we were fighting Dr. Wily, not Dr. Zaius. Okay, we're gonna go through these doors and just clear this all up. Yeah, it's not much of a stage, unfortunately, mostly here for the aesthetics. Swoosh! I like that sliding swoosh.
Eyebrows! Where's the rest of my choir?
The logistics of you being in this room are questionable at best, especially dragging Gutsman behind you. Wait! It's a Gutsman in the ceiling! Oh, happy day! I'm Clown Man! Whoops, one game too early. Finally, a little bit of true show-offery. Check this out. Boom! Ba-doom! This battle is much more fun as a ballet. Fighting him normally with the regular blaster is very difficult. Only his head is vulnerable. It's kind of hard to hit him, either when it's on or when it's off. It's just more fun to mess with this guy. His name is MASH, though he looks less like a potato or popular TV show and more like Vector Man after a big Thanksgiving. That's what happens when you stuff your face with too many wraps, you explode. Skullman and Ringman look good in 16 bits in the background there, though I'm concerned about those two broken canisters. I wonder if that's where they were keeping the bosses for Mega Man 5, who had bizarrely no representation here. Mega Man, it's a disaster! I ordered a pizza 30 minutes ago and it still hasn't arrived! Wily and his robots are rampaging through the middle of the city! Remember that, the middle of the city. Get going! And if you need to stop at the shop, feel free to take your time. After all, they're only rampaging. It's not as though their actions indicate a threat.